Okay. First thing we're going to do on our schedule. First thing, I'm going to write it down on this. Okay. I'm probably getting that wrong. Let's see. I know this. First things first, we are going to be doing art on this thing. Second thing we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing a Watch Me Animate segment. So, alright, the comment section, you guys, or you be a person, go. Do you want to do drawing like this or first, or do you want to do first person animating? Which means I'm just going to put this computer on my lap so you can watch me draw on my phone. Which one would you prefer, one or two? We can actually just do the art normally with the first person view so I can actually watch myself do it correctly. Hello there. Part of my candy drawers. Just going to set you on top of the candy drawers. Now hopefully I don't have to touch anything. And you can watch me draw. Amazing. I wish I could read the chat. I can read a little bit of words backwards, but the camera or mirror is really far away, so I cannot read it. Let's see, what if I draw like one of the ironic images I have, which would be a thirsty drink of water. And there goes the shower sounds again. There he is. He is glorious. Oh, I wonder if I animate now. Let me just reach for my phone in my pocket. My phone screen is really dirty.
He's scratching your damn! Come on! He's so slow! Yes, he's slow! He hit the ground! Did he? How did he do to start from that? What? I swear I saw it. What?
Okay, so that sneak peek you just saw was the rest of the dream animation. So now we gotta make Dream going underwater in a boat. Actually, wait. Just check my storyboard with you. This is one of the pages. Oh, my desk is so messy and also pirate themed. Let's see. This is part 3. Here it is. Okay, so I'm not mistaken. So George says, "Go get him. He's crafting." He goes underwater. He says, "Oh, he's got a sword. He's got a sword." We're so far out of this part. The next thing is Dream going in the boat, and then the dolphin squeaking behind. This is the background. But Dolphin, he goes in there into the boat. He calls him back. He gets some pants on from the chest he found there. He goes up, starts panting because he's drowning. Says, "Totally legit strategy. I'm gonna draw him shaking the dolphin, saying, 'You betrayed us, or you took advantage of us.'" And then Dream's gonna say, "I take advantage of everything." Let's do this. Okay. Actually, wait. Just for a quick second, I want to see what the chat says, because I haven't been reading anything you people have been saying. Or person. Oh, one of those messages was rejected. That's weird. Oh, is there a new message? Try to finish it. Yes, I worked something. I wrote something wrong. Oh, okay. So currently Jamie's got underwater and like sort of near a boat. Luckily though, on my phone, I go to add image. What in the 2 seconds? Okay. I should have a boat that I can use. So now I can just go, wait, hang on. Copy that. What frame am I on? Oh, okay. Let's get rid of this. Is the screen too bright for you? Should I turn the brightness down a bit? That's better. It's okay. It's so dark. So background is above the background, at least. Like the least you can get above the background. Or turn a light. Okay. So we should have this, and then we should have Dream looking down at it and him saying, "What?" So let me just go there and see what it sounds like. Oh wait. Okay. Now we need an ocean background. So we're going on layer 2 underneath. I'm going to add another image. I feel like down here I had an ocean. Yes. I wonder if we can get like at least a few seconds into this video rather than in the stream. This stuff takes a long time to do. Maybe it's this one will work. We gotta have the like right here. We gotta have like the lines are gonna have like right over here. I think I'm gonna put Dream's head as he goes. Oh wait, it's gonna go to his head as he says. Oh wait. Or like maybe he points down to it, then it has him swimming down toward it. That's not good. I'm gonna peek my head around and look at the chat. Is this something I'm gonna upload? Well, considering this is where I last left off on the sneak peek. This is where I last left off on my sneak peek at frame 800. My plan is to get to at least frame 1000 before I finish this, which is around. Sadly, that may seem like a lot of frames, but 12 frames a second, that's close enough to around less than 10 seconds, which is really sad. Because if you think about it, right, there's 12 frames each second. 12 frames each second. Then to get... Wait, what? Wait, hang on, wait. Is 120 frames 10 seconds? Hang on, I should find this out. This thing says the time in the corner. Can I see that? Okay, we're at 1 minute 6 seconds. -- 1 minute 23 seconds. So 23 minus 6 would equal 7. It's 17 plus 6 equals 3. So 17 seconds. My brain is very smart math today. So now we just need the background of the sky from where Dream last was. Let's take this. Because I hate copyright reasons, it's the copyright stuff. I'm just gonna say this before I start continuing. The song I'm about to hum is from Jack Stauber, my new favorite musician. So YouTube's weird dark suited people with those weird thin square sunglasses and the cool CIA badges. Please do not go to say, okay, we got Code Red, man. He's whistling. Don't do that, please. I'm literally 14. I literally am just trying to draw. I'm not even getting money from this. I have to get at least 1,000 subs to get money from this. I'm just drawing. It's like, oh man, did this dude drew with crayon a picture of something that slightly looks like a different something? We're gonna have to shoot him down. I wish copyright not only went by legal reasons, but also went by common sense. So if a 14-year-old's just humming a tune to a song, you don't have to take down that stream forever. No one's gonna think, oh, did he make that up? They could ask where I thought of that. And I'd be like, oh, it's Jack Stauber's song from his adult film, not adult film, sorry, adult sim short, Opal. It's called Mirror Man. It goes a little bit something like this. Don't, sorry. They turn me down now. They turn me down now. I live in a nightmare. Gotta be seen by someone out there. Now I sit here in reflection chamber. Granting the world is new. Say I cannot remember that. It's a bop song though. I remember that. This is SpongeBob. Do not copyright. I don't care. Please stop doing things to me. Do please do not take this down because I like singing because I have ADHD. I must entertain myself somehow. Now, most of these things, when you see me draw these on a phone, you will not notice them at all. But if you're watching this on a huge TV like I have the other day, you will notice every little crack and detail, which is horrible. There, see?
Wait.
That's his background. Now we just need Dream's head as he looks over the whole thing. Okay, boop, boop, boop. Skibidi bop. That was a horrible first try. Let me just. I'm just gonna start singing stuff, but every single time I'm singing, I'm gonna change the words to things so I'm not getting copyrighted. And I think I might be able to make them up on the spot because I have a rhyming dictionary. I can make up songs really easily. So let me just think of one to do that I don't want to get copyrighted for, but I also want to sing at the same time. Let me just think. How about how about the song I'm famous for so far? And that would be Jack Stauber's Buttercup. Do oi oi oh the cat will do it sometime. I'm looked up on the button. Can't you do it sometime? Push it to fire. Fine, electrify mine. Oh, electric golden tooth. Can't look at dry eyes. Let's fucking some electrify my oh. Electrify my oh. Hey. Do 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 do. Oh, it's super hard to see my own computer screen with this. I cannot tell if it's right. Okay.
Get him. He's crafting, George. Get him. Come on. Oh, he's got a sword. He's got a sword. Yeah, he's got a sword. He hit the ground. Wait, did he? No, he didn't. He would have died from that. What? I swear it's like he's got two dolphins. What? What? How did he get two? He got two dolphins. Oh, wait.
What the? Easy cheesy. Wait. I think I did it wrong. Aha. Your boy ain't so dumb now. No. There's a little thing on my screen. Let me just remove it. No. This is the currently trying to move upside down on my mouse. Saved. Ha. I'm not the big dumb after all. Boy. Oh, my room is really yellow on the camera. Wish I could read that chat. Animation. Do. You should put Sapnap in the bottom. What? Can you explain why or where or what? You might put Sapnap in the bottom. Mm-hmm. What did the chat say? What? I'm just gonna stick to poking my head at the side of the screen. That was a bit ago. Okay. Speaking of Sapnap at the bottom. I know this is just cheap animation here, just cheap setup here to do this animation, but I feel like there should be an easier way for me to see what I'm doing or making, and you guys able to see the thing just as well as I can. The rest is just silent noise, so I guess I could just have Dream swimming to it. They turn me down. No, I mean, no copyright, please don't take this down. I just really want to draw now. I don't really like it when you take down my things because you think I'm younger than I actually am, but I'm actually older than you think I am, which means I'm able to do this sort of thing without an adult. And I'm literally just drawing YouTube. Please stop trying to take things off my channel. Anyway, please don't try to ban this. I'm just a person trying to animate stuff. I could have said a different word there. I know it rhymed, but I've done to sacrifice my dignity. We're reaching to the 1,000th frame, which is good. I mean, should we go farther? How much farther should we go? Like, let's see where the next part is.
Totally legit strategy. You took advantage of us. And taking advantage of anything. Top. Off. Top. Off.
Let's. What do you say? We get to frame 1,250. It's only around 1,000. It's only around 250 frames away, and most of it's just underwater scenes. So it's just a bunch of blue being erased back to make it look all wibbly. Chat check. What do you say? I'm actually on the route to getting some styluses that work on my screen, so I'll be able to animate like 3 times faster. It's gonna be lit. What am I looking at? Why am I? Let's get back. Oh yeah, I mean, my room's really, really messy, but if you want a tour of it, here it is. There's shelves there. Cabinet. You probably can't see any of this. I'm gonna have to do something I don't do in a long time. Turn on the lights. Remember, it's really disgusting with the lights on. Much better. Oh yeah, it's the hoodie without any sleeves, and I think I look awesome in it. Reverse whip. Oh look, what's that below me? It's a phone. Probably should have been reading the chat the whole time. Hang on. I know exactly. That's why I drew this. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the Among Us character I use. It's Squashbuckler, and that's the accordion I can play. Would you like me to demonstrate some accordion playing? I only know very few songs. One of them being Pirates of the Caribbean, Green Sleeves, and Puffed Up Kicks. Either one of those, you can just say. Puffed Up Kicks it is. It's very dark outside. I don't want to wake up any of my family. I meant, yar, we don't want to wake up any of my family. But we'll do it anyway. I've forgotten everything. Let's just stop here. And because I don't have to just do art, this chat or this live stream is called I'm doing things because I can. For a reason. So I can play any instrument I want. I could even play with Fishbach. You know him.
Fishbach.
This thing is able to play literally any song as long as I can know where it goes high and low. So you can just name. Oh, it's not turning on. On. Up, now it's on. Here's the one I like. I can see there's more people in here. Well, guess what, people? I'm getting bored of this now. You guys want to go back to doing animation? Because I'm still working on Dream Animatic here. If you want. By the way, this guy's name is Fishbach because before I got it, I was watching Markiplier. So, say goodbye, Fishbach, or say hello first. Now say goodbye. Fishbach. Oh, it was my fingers that hurt. Yeah. This is the desk I use to draw stuff on. And that's the phone I'm drawing on. Let's draw, shall we? If I'm correct through my storyboard that I have just thrown on here. Right. The third one. Okay. That's the second one. That's like the first one. Okay. So, currently, if you didn't know, we have just passed He's Got a Sword. Or you guys remember from YouTube, He's Got a Sword. Luckily, because you're on a live stream, you get to see the sneak peek of what it was before you said you got a sword. So on YouTube, all you guys can see on screen orientation weird, don't like. All you guys can see on YouTube is the part where it ends with "you got a sword." Well, guess what? Because you're in a live stream, you get to see the newer part. Here's what I got so far added to it. What just happened? What the? That was unexpected and weird. Here's what it looks like to Amy, by the way. That's the artisanal face. Oh. And this is for one of my YouTube buddies, Ecam. I'm currently drawing him. And this is for what the heck? Why did I say that forbidden word? This is an Among Us animation that you've never seen because it hasn't been finished. So it has no sound. So now currently, before my phone decided to interrupt me and change man or Ecamm, please stop discording me because it shows up on the phone. Here's what you guys missed on YouTube.
He's got a sword! He's got a sword! He hit the ground! Wait, did he? No, he didn't. He would have died. What? I swear it's like he hit the ground. He's got two dolphins! What? What? How did he get two? He got two dolphins! Oh, wait.
Bruh. Why are you doing this? Oh, that's cool. cannot see the screen because I can only see the reflection on my mirror over there. Hi, reflection. Wait, can the reflection show me watching the reflection? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so currently, so we're currently at the part where my phone's covering my phone image on the screen over there, so I can barely see it. Is it reflective to you guys? Is that hard to see? I want to make this comfortable for you people. Now I gotta turn my head to read the chat. Great. Oh, my hat's in the way. Okay. Oh. I wonder if I can just not use my candy drawer. Speaking of which, what candy should I eat right now? I'm kind of hungry. Like, these are the chocolates, and these are just colors. Maybe like an M&M or two. That'll help. I'm watching off the reflection in the mirror of the screen. It's slightly tilted up. This is an M&M, I think. Move that charger out. Because I want to see better, I'm just gonna. Now, if I put this here, and then grab my phone, it's definitely much larger for you now, but I also cannot no longer see the mirror image. What am I doing? I cannot see what I'm animating. Is it too low? Is it too high up? Acom is that how you said it? Acom or Acom? Is it Acom? Okay. Well, because the screen's too big, blah, 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 and I also don't care. Going back to the candy drawers. Okay, so next thing we need. Dream says, wait while looking at the ship, so I say we should draw his arm pointing at it before we may draw him swimming toward it for the 1000th frame. So I'm going to go to second frame here, and then we're going to just draw Dream's arm. Oh, wait. Okay, now we just need to draw color Dream's hand green. It should be the color I've saved on my Dream colors. Boop. Scooby-Doo-Bop-a-Dee-Bop-a-Ba. Wait, have I not saved it? Okay. Circle. Press copy. Okay. Now we're just gonna draw an image of Dream swimming forward, and then I'm just gonna shrink it. Which, if you must know, should look a little something like this. Find my unsharpened pencil. Dream swimming away should look a little bit something like this. Mind the thirsty drink. Okay, let's should draw like this. Okay, so we're just gonna draw that, and we're just gonna shrink it after we color it. So. That's it. I'm just going to take one leg, copy and paste it. Okay. Okay, so green is going to be the back here. I just got to get the white color in his feet. Weird hand rings that he has. Whenever his skin moves in Minecraft. His face. And finally his hair. There. Yeah, sure. Oh, what up? What up?
So, basically, my name is pronounced Aiko, and that's why I interrupted your stream and called you.
Okay. Well, bye-bye.
I hope your whole stream is hearing this.
Okay, bye, bro. That was certainly something that existed for a moment, and then didn't for another moment. Nah. Well, let's add the thing in there. So it starts off, let's just add him there. Now that we got miniature dream over here, should we just draw him right here? Like, we got miniature dream, like he's super teeny. Should we just draw him, entering the boat? I mean, like, we just check what the chat has to say. I like your idea, Ellis. I mean, but you gotta remember, I draw my scenes exactly how they are, or exactly where they are currently at. So, like, if you go down to the very, very back, So you see where we start off in is this area with the stone hit cliff and then the trees starting there. Next scene you see is him running past these trees right here. He's running past there. Then what you see is him from the top of there, and he goes continuing through the forest line. He climbs up a tree to look for him and sees him past the tree line and into a grass field. As he's coming down the stone thing still. He climbs down a tree and see him running to the very end of those tree lines and climbing up the trees. Over top of the trees, from his view over the top of the trees, or him near the stone place, he's going around. They go over there and they see him past the tree line, entering a stone floored place of the tree in the center, just like it was in the actual video. As he sees him there, he's behind the tree line, entering the stone place. There's the grass he was on standing there, and there's where the tree was. He's crafting wood. He chases him past that area there, and then he's still in the tree. And toward a lake that goes there. This is the point in the video where George Not Found starts to lag and falls near the water and stops him from going there. So you see he goes. This is 3 seconds, so it's very hard to notice. It's sort of a flash, but he's on top of that hill, up there. On the top of the hill, you see from underneath of him, toward the hill, on top of where he's at the hill, he goes up toward the side of the hill, climbs up it, he's behind there he's currently behind there. They're climbing up as a creeper face. He goes past that onto a little stone hill. They say yes, they climb the same stone hill. He's currently on top of the stone hill now, and he's saying yes, he is. George continues climbing. He climbs past the stone place toward the grass field behind a hill. He sees them behind there. So what he does is, as he's running toward him, he runs behind the side of the cliff like he does in the video and hides in the side like that. George goes to look over there and he knocks him down. Sapnap falls down to go attack him, but gets kicked straight off, too, falling down to this sort of watery area. As Dream is still up there, he crafts a sword and jumps down into the water, as you can see once they go out there. And as they go toward the water, toward a bunch of mountains there, you'll see he has a sword. There's the mountains there. As he goes past the hills there, he goes directly. You can see the sand place, and then behind him is George still. George Sapnap, and he's still there, and he sees a boy underwater to go loot and get some leather pants from. So now we get to finally, because you can now I finally showed you that you are no longer able to see them in the background because it's from the back point of view. It's from the point of view of the hunters basically, but from zoomed in. So now we're gonna animate this guy. Talk too much. Why is this frame white? Okay, so Tiny Dream goes there. Okay, these few seconds after he disappears, a blank nothingness, which is really boring. So any suggestions of what it'll do? Maybe we'll cut to Dream's face when he's near the chest, because I mean, it says he should be. It shows an image of him, near the mountain. So. Currently it's after 10, so I must not be doing this. But we have plans to do. So next thing we're going to do is make a scene of Dream looking closer toward it. But just because I can't turn on my phone doesn't mean we can't do this live stream, So let's just save this. Well, you may be wondering, what now? Character fingers. Oh, it's time for, I guess we could just do Q&A. I mean, okay, now that it gets doing just some Q&A. Talk to me. Hi. From M&M's. What's your favorite video you made? What? So, favorite video you made. I say my favorite video that I've uploaded so far has got to be. Excuse me for a moment while I check this. Also, to answer your question, Ronnie, I used to do it for at around 24 maybe, but then I changed it to 12, and that's what everything after that, those old black and white ones were. Okay, I do it 12 frames per second, and now I'm going to have to check out my YouTube channel because I have a horrible memory, a side effect of my ADHD. And while we're talking about stuff that's wrong with me, or I guess not things wrong with me, I guess you could say. I also, just for clarification, I have medicines and cons, but I do have autism, so that is a factor of things. I'm looking through my channel right now. I'd say that one of my favorite videos has to be either the second Minecraft video I've made, Minecraft to the Final Block, the 50 subscriber special, or the Alien Wade video. I like all of the animations I make at Bellaja. How long does it take you usually to animate a challenge vid? I have no idea what you mean by that question. Okay. Do you mean like a challenge, like a video, like a YouTube video that's about challenge? I think like a Minecraft challenge video or something like that. I need some clarification. So, a challenge video. I don't think I've made one. Of course, let me check. Yeah, I don't think I've made one other than the Dream Animatic. I don't think I've ever made one. Yeah, Dream Animatic would be my only one. I mean, if you want to ask how challenging it is to make my videos, here's an example. You know that video I made that's like 3 seconds, the bow one? Like the that one? That one is 3 seconds, but the video of me making it is 10 minutes, so you can see how that is very not cheese money. It's 14. I don't know why you need to know that. Oh, hello there. Question: do any of you people know who the narrator is? It's a YouTuber. Do you know who he is? I need a yes. That is very unfortunate. I'm just get a clip of him. I do a good impression of him, but I feel like if I compare the voices of him normally to mine, it's going to sound really trash. So I just hope it doesn't. It is really unfortunate because sometimes he cusses and I have no idea if he is, and that'd be bad if it does say something like that. I'm just gonna press random one. This is really hard to choose from. I also choose one where he does a normal voice because he does lots of funny voices. Let's just hope this one has any. Here's a little bit what he sounds like. Okay.
The 4 nations used to live together in harmony. But then, everything changed when the stiff fishes attacked. Only the Shrimpitar, master of all 4 saucers, could stop them.
Only the Shrimpitar, masters of all 4 saucers, can stop him. The only good quote I'm doing for him is when one time during a prop hunt he says, "Name Mullen. Age purple," as is like trying to introduce himself.
I made my channel a month ago, and I'm surprised it has blown up so quick.
Oh, yeah, I can watch my own live stream right now. Hey. 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 Eat. 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 This is pretty cool, isn't it? This is pretty cool, isn't it? I agree.
My name is your narrator, and I will rip out your lungs if you don't obey me.
Do I want to hear it.
What up?
That's not hot.
What?
2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1. Let's drink with naps. Everyday monthly block. Black trees. Broadband shack.
Oh. That's an interesting thing. Hey, I was at sort of like this sort of thrift store thing, and look what I've got. Beep. Beep.
You look at me wrong, I'll steal your feet. You hear me, brother? You hear me? Don't think I won't do it.
What country are you from? No hate. Why would there be a hate in that? It's awfully sus of you. Awfully sus of you, my Tenno. Why'd you need to know that? Oh, it's a country. I mean, at least it's only country. I want you to take a wild guess. I want you to take a wild guess of where I'm from. Yeah, you got it right immediately. Hey, I got a little toy I have. His name is Fishbach. I want you to give a wild guess on what he is. He's a musical instrument, if that helps. Guess what type of musical instrument Fishbach is. I'm just gonna boop. I want you to guess what a musical instrument Fishbach is, and here's a little hint. Here's a little hint too. You want to hear him say hello? Turn it down. What in the what this? He's gonna sing a little solo song now. I'll just, leave the room. Wink. Take it away, Fishbach. Hey, I'll give you. Wait, you need words of wisdom. What is question? I will answer. But first, I must play you something very cursed. You ready for this? People, if you have weak stomachs, I would suggest you close your ear holes. Or your eye holes. I don't know which one, right? Blah. Why does Caillou have no hair? I don't know, because he's a weird person. He's got big bald, and that's, oh my class. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Sunday, my guy. Online class. It's nighttime. And it's Sunday. Bruh. Have you guys read my book in progress? It's on the comment section on that Christmas little short I did. It's honestly a good book, and I'm going to read it to you right now, unless you don't want me to. But too bad, if you're on the stream, you're going to have to listen to it. Ahem. Do you want me to read it in the weird narrative voice I was doing, or do you want me to read it in my normal voice? Get a little too invasive there, the beautiful channel. Just like when you shared the state I live in and I had to remove it. Okay.
Well, then let's read it. Read away. Okay. In the land of Exumduka, in a tree lived a Macroblin named Samuel O'Morris. But what is a Macroblin? A Macroblin is a tall, slender, goblin-like creature that lives in a forest among tiger trees. What the? Samuel was unlike other Macroblin, you see. He was a very unsocial Macroblin. His only friend was the sound of the rain. Samuel loved the rain like a child loves their father. It made him feel safe. Every time it rained, he would close his eyes and listen to the dank echo of the rain hitting the mossy forest floor. If there was something he loved more than rain, it was sugar. Sugar of any kind, natural or plain, candies, fruits. If it was sweet, he would consume it. Bokoblins never really have sugar-related problems. They have hundreds of long, sharp teeth which are unable to rot. When a bokoblin closes their mouth, their dagger-like teeth are hidden seamlessly.
So basically, just imagine Venom's mouth.
Samuel liked the sugar corns that dropped from sweet trees. A sweet tree is a tree with flavored bark and roots, an edible tree, in summary. Samuel liked the sugar corns they dropped because they taste like the sweetest thing you can imagine, and they're portable. Sam starts his morning picking sugar corns and placing them in baskets. Sam would sometimes snack on them now and then while I picked them up. Samuel was as lightweight as he was tall. They would crawl along sweet tree branches with ease. Samuel lived in a tree. His tree was like him, different from the others. While the forest had grown very thin and dull trees, Samuel's tree was wide and hollow, making for the perfect woodland home. His house had stairs stretching around the outside toward an oval-shaped wooden door. Sam would often sit in his tree on a chair made of sticks and twigs, the chair being comically too small for his body.
So basically, imagine like Slender Man trying to sit in one of those little kids' chairs that have like for doll houses. Imagine that.
He slouches over in his chair, seeing his reflection in a pail of water beside his fireplace. The pail of water is Samuel's only defense if the fire causes his house to catch flame. Samuel sees visions of his house burning or being destroyed often, so he keeps the pail beside the fire in case disaster strikes. Samuel has always been very paranoid of fires, and fires are all too worrisome for Sam. Samuel's fear of fire happened when he was young and scrounging for food in the village of Axamduka. When he was searching around the village pub for food in his alley, when an alcohol fire burned his feet. In case you didn't know, an alcohol fire is practically invisible. That is actually true. The flames and heat. When something get covered in alcohol catches on fire, it's unnoticeable. So meanwhile he's walking in the alley, he steps in a puddle of ale and shrugs it off. Step in a puddle of water thing, what's wrong? Meanwhile, a civilian was lighting a pipe to smoke and dropped the match on the ground. The flame traveled up the line of alcohol leading to young Sam's feet. His feet felt like they were burning, but no flames were seen, scarring his feet for the rest of his days. This trauma developed in pyrophobia. If he didn't need heat, he would stay as far away from fires as possible. This is also why he doesn't go to the village anymore, except for when he needs water. The forest is around 100 yards from the village, but miles and miles from water. Samuel often runs out of water quickly. As we know, Sam likes water. The sound of it falling, the way it feels, and how it stops the spread of fire. The perfect thing for a pyrophobe. Whenever he has to give up water, he has to go to the village. He doesn't like the village not only because of fire-related trauma, but also because every month the village has a fire festival of grand proportions. They avoid people by putting on a cloak. He uses the cloak to hide his body because he's aware the village has been changing since he was a young Bokoblin. The village has become mostly humans. Okay, he went to open a cloak. The village has become mostly human, so he and the other Bokoblins aren't welcome anymore. The constant pressure of fire spitters, fire dancers, and spinners always put fires in close range. Samuel L. Morris was sitting in his house, lounging around waiting for something to happen. All he could do is wait. He likes to spend his free time thinking about what will happen, thinking of what he will be thrown into. Sometimes he sits and scratches at his calloused and burned feet while he waits, snacking on a sugar corn now and then. He does this so often that he has to get out of his house many times a day just to make up for his hunger of the sugar corns. He has to climb sweet tree branches for sugar corns often, but he is a little slow at climbing, despite the natural Bokoblin desire to live among trees. While other Bokoblin can climb vertically, Samuel can climb horizontally better, making good use of his light body weight. Samuel Hendricks O'Morris, or just Sam, was born with thumbs longer than his fingers, making him able to make him have a grip that could crush an apple to juice. He uses his ability to climb along the very thin branches to get all the sugar corns he wants.
As he eats his last sugar from the basket, he crawls out of his tree and jumps onto the branch of a sweet tree. Crawling along toward a few sugar corns, he fills the basket to the brim and grabs a sweet tree branch too. A sweet tree branch tastes like peppermint, cinnamon, and a golden marshmallow all in one. Simply a glorious piece of nature. He crawls along the last step of his house and up to the door. He opens it and quickly disappears into it like a black cat disappears into the night, making sure to take his basket with him, sugar corns and all. He quickly sits down to begin to bite down a small stack before the day begins. As he sits down, it starts to rain. The raining melts all his troubles away. But underneath that melted trouble, a problem is exposed, a scratching at his door. Now, would you guys like me to go on? Would you guys like me to keep reading? Or would whoever this last person here is like to hear me keep reading my book? And this live stream is going to be like a video anyway, so might as well keep reading just in case people want to rewatch it. I don't really watch his live streams though. Standing there is a small winged mouse with feathers on its arms, 2 on side, and at the tip of its tail splitting into 2. It has a black nose followed by downward curved whiskers, spiked fur, and beady black eyes. Samuel runs to his bookcase and finds a book of creatures and finds out that it is a pteromus, a flying mouse that glides through the air from the treetops. Even though pteromice are decent swimmers, they do not like rain. This is because when they're in the water, all they think is, get in the wet, get out of the wet. But when it rains, they consist displacement of wet messes with their little brains, causing them to freak out and run toward the out of the wet. So basically, they feel water on parts of their body and they go, that part's wet, but that part's wet too. That part's not wet, that part is wet. So it freaks them out. So they just start running toward the part where there's no wet. So Samuel picks up the pteromus and says, I guess I should name you Pip. Pip sniffs his hands and stares up his eyes, blinking slowly, acknowledging his turquoise blue hair that flows in the air as if it were underwater. So like Captain Salazar from Pirates of the Caribbean 5. His hair that flows like it's underwater when it's in the air. That's how basically Samuel's hair looks, but imagine it fiery blue. This amazed Pip, making him calm down and curl up into Samuel's thumb, like a cat rubbing against someone's legs. I wonder where I should replace you, says Samuel to Pip. This is the part where I should tell you that due to Samuel's trauma, he has a stutter when nervous. And because he's aware of this, he tries not to speak often, unless it's to himself. And we can see where that left at. Unless it's to himself. Samuel walks across the room, stepping on each of the floorboards, checking to see if he'll creak or not. Doing this many times the way over to the kitchen area. He checks cabinets and drawers to find a suitable container for Pip, stopping only after he finds himself a rectangular glass box with a crack on the upper left side, repaired haphazardly with green tape. This'll work, says Sam, filling it with wood shavings, newspaper pieces, and napkins found near the village. He puts Pip inside and gives Pip the closest thing he could find to a water bowl, a concave shell he found on top of a box. This shell he found on a discarded necklace. Samuel's problem is that he never really owned a pet and doesn't know what they eat. He realizes that he can use Pip's nose to find out what he wants to eat. He looks around. He looks around his kitchen and realizes he needs food. To make matters worse, he needs water too, which means he'll have to go into the village. Samuel walks to his closet, grabs his cloak, and swirls it over his body, hiding his blue-green body, leaving only his bright white eyes showing from his pitch-black silhouette. He picks up Pip and holds him close to his body and walks to his door. As he opens the door, his spirits are lifted, knowing that when it rains, there won't be a fire problem. Samuel presumes that it will keep raining because of the gray clouds, but something different happens. I should tell you that every Wednesday in Axum Duca, the sky and everything around the land turns black and white. They call them gray days. While the days of the week we're used to are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Axum Ducan days are Aries Day, Grey Day Eve, Grey Day, After Grey, Hera Day, Jan Day, and Tyche Day. I just named this after a random Greek gods. He stares at his hands and notices them fade to gray, along with Pip's multicolored fur. All the trees, things indoors and outdoors, fade to gray. This shouldn't be a problem, thinks Samuel as he walks farther into the wood, hearing the riveting, squealing grunt of a nearby boar frog. Samuel sees the boar frog around 50 feet from where he stands. watching in suspicion of what we'll do next. Luckily for Sam, it's just passing, looking for fallen sugarcorns to eat. Samuel lowers Pip to the ground to see what he wants to eat, but weirdly enough, Pip was disgusted by sugar. Samuel continues into the woods to find food and water, and to stop by a path that splits in two directions. And upon a tree in the path is an owlwraith, perches on top. Hey, you weird fancy man voice. Just whom are you, mysterious drifter? What shall I call thee? If you want a path much swifter, tell me where you want to be, says the owlwraith. My name is Nowla, the owlwraith of the woods. Tell me what you want to find, and I'll point you to your goods. Samuel's eyes shoot up toward the voice and replies with food and water. Nowla replies with, if it is food and water that you want, you must beware. The path on your right has your wish, but also flames and flares. The path on your left has your wish and happens to be fair. Unless you want to be alone, a friend will be there. Samuel considers this and goes left, thinking what friend is supposed to mean. As he walks along the path, he looks frantically around for the friend that Nowla's talking about. He walks farther into the path, bumping into a little metal box with two buttons, one with a line and one with a curl. He presses the line button, the box springs open into a robot labeled Compact. Greetings, my name is Compact. Computer, activated terminal. Wait. Greetings, my name is Compact. Computer, activated terminal. You're my new friend, says Compact. He compacts into cubes and rolls up to Samuel, leaning for a full body hug. I love you. Or I love you, says Compact. Compact with the way, I don't know if you can see it, but he's styled after Bot. This is kind of one of the things you do want to see. Also, if you wanted to see the Teramis too, this is what a Teramis looks like. And also, this is what Samuel and a sweet tree looks like. And this stuff's about to get cool. The group kept traveling toward the village. Chapter 2, Village Encounter. Should I keep reading? Should I keep reading, boy? Oh, my Tenno, you're the person who's on here. Waiting for the clock of my thing to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the clock. That's celebration time. That means chapter 2, which is only like a few pages long, or 1 page long. Samuel walks into the village, tightening his cloak every step of the way, when his attention is caught on the reverberating echo of a battle horn. Brrr. Drive them out, says a half-human, half-Doberman, wielding a battle axe and a battle horn and axe. Samuel is blocked by a stampede of dog people. One of them swiftly brushes past Samuel, causing his cloak to fly off his shoulders by mistake. Come on, we have to go, the dog person says, looking in the distance, slowly turning his head towards Samuel. Whoa, what are you? He says and wanders, looking into Samuel's eyes. I'm a Croblin, replies Samuel. What are you? He asks. A Kelberman, a half-human, half-dog, replies Coleman. My name is Decky G. Retriever. What's your name? Samuel Morris, says Samuel. Why is your last name Retriever? It's the breed of my dog half, says Samuel with feelings of pride. So what's going on here? Says Samuel. Why are the humans leaving? We are overthrowing the village to reclaim our land, replied Decky. They stole our land way back when at the start of our civilization, when we were weaker. But over the last 20 years, we grew stronger and are taking it back. Our leader is the one with the battle horn. His name is Ario Doberman. He led us here in a battle. I'm only here for morale. And by the way, here is what a Kelberman looks like. I don't know if you can see that. That's what a Kelman looks like. That's Ario Doberman, and that is Decky G. Decky is represents my little younger brother Declan, and that is just a Doberman person. Also, by the way, is Maltese for dog person. I thought that was kind of funny because Maltese is a breed of dog, and Teramis means winged mouse. McCroblin is just a word between macro and goblin, or big and goblin. I should explain these things. Let's find a place we'll hang out, says Decky. Samuel, Pip, Compact, Decky walk along a dirt path to the end of the village with lots of houses in a row. They walk past a house with smashed windows and signs of abandonment. Decky walks up to a door and turns the knob to open it, turning it too fast, resulting in the door not breaking off instead. Guess we'll have to find a different one, says Decky with a whimper. As Decky walks away, Samuel decides to stick his hand right in the hole where the knob was and use his finger to pull the door open. Samuel then whistles to Decky. The door is open now, says Decky says Samuel with a voice that portrayed feelings of accomplishment. Guess it'd be, door's open now. They all walk inside and get comfortable. Is this your new home? Asks Sam, looking around the room for something interesting. It is now. The village is ours again, says Decky as he walks in a circle on the rug and lays down. Also, by the way, I have a really big problem with like centaurs or things or with dogs, is because dogs don't. I just realized that when dogs sit down, they don't actually lose any height like humans do. They stay the same height. It's just the back part of their body that sits down. Their still front torso part and head will still be the same height. And I don't like that because that means that when the dog on here is laying down, they don't lose height. So Samuel looks through the window and sees the pine trees beyond. The gray sky fades to brilliant shades of pinks, yellows, reds, and oranges. Samuel's eyes widen as he admires the colorful sky. He goes over to the couch and sits down to rest. Okay, this part's going to have a really weird accent, so I'm going to have to try doing it. Don't mock me for this. The group falls asleep, slowly while taking the beautiful scenery. They'll wake up to a loud thump and a muffled voice. What was that? Said Samuel, getting back a stutter. It's coming from the back door, says Decky with a tone that makes him seem like he wasn't sure either. It's coming from the back door, says Decky with a tone that made him seem like he wasn't sure either. As they close to the other, hear a muffled Cockney accent say, "What's happening out there? What's happening out there? Who's beyond the door?" Alright, okay, so do like a weird voice line.
What's happening out there? Who's beyond the door?
Samuel gazes back at the door with feelings of both terror and wonder. He starts walking closer to it slowly. The voice starts to sound afraid and worried.
Come on now, don't get quiet on me. I haven't heard a voice in so long.
The voice continued. They open the door to see a flight of stairs leading straight down into a basement. As they look closer, they see a crate with curved ivory handles, 2 stubby horns on top, and a huge closed eyeball in the front. The thumping noise must have been from the crate falling off the shelf next to it. What is that? Said Samuel, trembling next to the stairway. How should I know? How should I know? Whispered Decky with a concerned tone. I can still hear you. You know that, right? Said the crate, his eyes still closed. Samuel stood in silence at the foot of the stairs. The silence went on for around 10 seconds longer before the crate interrupted it. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Said annoyed. Now you're just going to sit there like a statue. You're going to help me up. Samuel walked over to it carefully and grabbed the handles to set the crate upright. Then Samuel saw mysterious writing on the back of the crate. There's words on your back, Samuel said, starting to read them aloud. Here's the genius I've written down so far. If you, the reader, came to creep and awoke this creature from its walls, the fog will sleep. No, I don't deceive you. This crate was accidentally enchanted. This house was then immediately abandoned. The curse has now received you. Talons like thorns, obsidian horns, and iris of jade. Corners of brass, a pupil of ash, engraved with gold brocade. If you choose to keep on reading, my warning you will not be heeding. The sentence is now completed, and the curse is now on you. Sincerely, Iris P. Willoughby. Suddenly, the crate's eyelid opened to reveal a green-eyed look like a cat's eye, and then grew spiraled talons and grew long, curved ram-like horns that were as black as obsidian. Its voice started sounding like those old and distorted 1940s radios as he laughed maniacally. Its back then grew demon wings and started to fly upward. The crate started to glow. As the room fell silent, a row of torches were silently lit with purple flames, lighting the room, causing all shadows to disappear. The box fell to the floor, and changing back into its original form. Wait, there's a postscript, said Samuel. Have fun with your lifelong burden. Burden. The word burden spelled like the animal. He read. As Samuel read the postscript, the crate grows back its wings and talons, but they look more owl-like. The box then yells, "Why did you read it? Now you're cursed." "What does the curse do?" Samuel said in a terrified voice. "Okay, let me explain," said the crate. "My name is Iris. I am a crate that was accidentally cursed by a spellcaster. The curse turns me into a bird box, a creature of magic cursed to be within 13 feet of the person who cursed them. When the person is more than 13 feet away from the box for 24 hours, every hour after that will be followed by horrible events. The person is doomed to pass away from the events after 48 hours. Is there a way to reverse it?" said Samuel. "The person who cursed me is most likely dead, so I wouldn't try to ask him," said Iris. Samuel and Becky looked around the room for anything that could help them get rid of the curse, but found nothing of interest. And that is all I actually have right now. Hello, what are you doing? ? Well, I was just finishing reading the book I wrote. It's took me 30 minutes of book reading, and you happen to come on here around the end. I mean, I can't just keep you waiting here, so if you have any I'm about to end this stream, so any last things to say? Any last things to say? IQUTDM. Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't